Flippin' Friday. Sales picked up this week. Thank goodness. It was a really good week of sales. Stick around to see what I sold on Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, and Facebook Marketplace. Hello everybody, thank you for coming back to my channel if you're a previous subscriber. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Heather. I'm a homeschool mom of 2 kids, Grace and Ryan. I'm a volleyball coach, I'm a volleyball player, and I love Disney. So I am a full-time reseller. I go to places like garage sales, thrift stores, consignment stores. I pick up items for cheap and then I resell them online for profit. What this has been able to do is fund yearly Disney trips, which is amazing, as well as paying for my groceries and my kids' activities and going out to eat and going on little trips. So it's a really great way to make some extra money if you're looking, like if you're a stay-at-home mom like me and you just want to make some extra money on the side. You can even turn it into a full-time business, which is kind of what I do, because at this point with my kids, they basically school themselves and I do a little bit of guidance, but I do have a good amount of time to put into my business, so I'm really thankful for that. So we are going to get into what it's sold this past week. I usually have been filming these on Thursday, but today is Friday morning. I was busy yesterday, so I'm just getting it filmed today. So the sales will be from last Friday through probably this morning, I guess. I've had a couple sales this morning, so I'll let you guys know kind of what has been selling for me. So first off, I do have a few viewers to thank that have purchased from me. One was just this morning. I believe her name is Joellen on Instagram, and she watched my last video and she bought those striped Lululemon leggings and the Ivory Ella sweatshirt, and I sold those to her for $50 shipped. So thank you for watching. I really appreciate your support. And then I also had someone, another person on Instagram that messaged me. I think her name was Brianne, and she purchased a Free People top from me. This was from when I was going through, I think on Wednesday, and showing you what I was going to possibly get, letting you guys vote in a poll. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I kind of do polls sometimes when I have enough time in the thrift store. Would you get this? Wouldn't you? Yes or no? She was interested in the top that she said she's been looking for a long time. So I sold that Free People top to her. We just did a PayPal invoice and I sold that to her for $25 shipped. So that was exciting. And then one more person, Beth, is messaging me this morning about some Dansko shoes. So I sent her an invoice. These were clogs also that I just picked up at a recent sale. I think they were a tassel style. Really cute, really good condition. And I sold those to her for $30 shipped. So thank you to all of you viewers. As I always say before, if you see anything in my hauls that you like or in my Instagram trips, be sure to message me right away and I'll work out a good deal for you and get them to you quickly. So I'm going to go to Facebook Marketplace first. I just had a couple sales in there. One actually was a bundle, which you can't actually do on Facebook Marketplace, but someone messaged me and she told me she was interested in a few items that I had, and she asked me what I could do for that. It was, I think, a couple of Athleta items. One was an orange half-zip tracker jacket, which I guess I'll put up the picture here, but I don't have all of them together. I think there was another Athleta gray like sweatshirt, and then there was an Anthropologie Maeve top. And so I offered her $60 plus shipping for those 3 items, and she said, sure, that sounds great. So I shipped those out to her. And then the other thing I had on Marketplace was a pair of tie-dye Converse high tops. I knew these would sell quickly. They could have been a women's 12 or a men's 10, and I listed them as men's, and they sold, I think, within a day or two for $25 plus shipping. So just a couple on Marketplace. I still am listing over there because when I do my listings, it literally just takes me seconds to just put it on the next thing once I have the initial listing done. So I don't mind taking a little bit of extra time just to put it on more platforms. I don't use a cross-listing service yet. I know people have asked me that. I just really don't like to pay extra for anything unless it like really benefits me. And right now I have enough time to do it all myself, so I don't really feel the need for that. Okay, we're going to move on to Poshmark. Like I said, Poshmark was much better for me this week. I felt like it was a little slow to start, but then it started getting better. I'm not sure what's going on. Let me know how Poshmark sales have been for you, but I'm glad that they picked up. The first thing I sold were these Fabletics Power Hold High Waist Yoga Running Leggings. These were in a size medium or large, I believe, and they sold for $24. Oh gosh, just like last week, am I leaving enough room? I'm going to scoot over just a little bit. I sold these Rock Revival Dark Gray Insulin Skinny Jeans. These only sold for $21. One reason I think they didn't sell for as much as normal is they didn't have a lot of bling on the pockets. The ones that I seem to do the best are just the regular blue jeans, not the gray or the black ones. And like I said, these ones didn't have a lot of bling. They were in a size 28, but I did have them for quite a while, and someone offered me 21. This one's when This was when sales were still a little slow, so I was taking basically every offer. So yeah, that's okay. I delivered them and I hope they like them. Next was a Title IX dress. This was a purple sleeveless built-in bra dress at a size large, and this sold for $23. I sold these Skechers Shape-Ups, which I actually used to sell fairly quickly before, but now it's like super slow. I think I still have one pair left. These eventually sold for $25. I don't know if I would pick them up anymore. I'm trying to not pick up too much stuff that takes a while to sell, like typically if I know, unless it's a really high-end brand, because then I'm willing to wait. But if I know something hasn't been doing good for me recently and it's like a $20, $30 sale and it's just going really slow, kind of like how I talked about with a lot of J. Crew, I'm just leaving it behind. I have lots of options around here of where I can thrift and items that I can get. So trying to be a little bit more picky. Next was a vintage Bill Blast dark denim midi skirt in a size 12. I had this for probably about 6 months and this sold for $19. I sold these Hurley Phantom men's board shorts. These were in a size 36 and they sold for $15. Next was a pair of Tom's pink lace-up shoes. These came to me in a thredUP shoe rescue box. They were not great. I don't know. They were like not horrible condition, but they weren't like new. And they were just not the classic Tom style. And so someone offered me 10, so I went ahead and took that. I did order a men's thredUP rescue box to come hopefully next week. Shoes was available, but honestly, I'm like, ugh. It's like really fun, but I was getting a few good shoes and then a whole bunch of like ones that I'm not excited about. And I hate just like, I don't know. I don't like listing stuff that I'm not excited about. I don't know about you. So I'm actually sending in another thredUP box and I'm going to send some of those back to them that I got from other ones that have just been sitting for me for so long. So we'll see. I'm kind of holding off on the shoe ones. I like the designer handbag ones a lot and the designer boxes, or name brand handbags, I mean. So we'll see if I can get those again, but try not to go too crazy with the thredUP. Excuse me. Okay, let's move on to Poshmark. I had a Peter Millar white short sleeve golf polo in a size extra, extra large, and this sold for $27. I'm going to take a little drink because I kind of have a tad bit of a cough. I use Mio in my water to flavor it because it makes it sweet and it helps me drink a little bit more water. Next was an Isabella Bird maroon linen dress. I think this is sold at Anthropologie sometimes. I'm not sure if this exact one was. I've had this for a really long time and someone offered me $14, so I went ahead and took that. Next, I sold this Tory Burch leather Riviera Marion tote bag. This came to me in a name brand thredUP rescue box and it sold for $70. I sold this Athleta gray crisscross short sleeve sweater dress, actually more like a sweatshirt dress. This was in a size extra small and this sold for $19. Next, this Garnet Hill black jacket. This was like an open style. I think it was new without tags because it had a little thing in the inside with like the buttons. And someone offered me $20 within like 5 minutes and I had it listed for $30 and I'm like, oh, whatever. So I sold this super fast for $20. Next was a Bowden stitch jumper stripe orange tan sweater in a size 10. This sold for me within a few weeks for $31. And here's a couple of dresses. So if you watch any of my hauls or anything, I know recently I either showed you that or on Instagram about some dresses that I picked up and almost all of them sold within a couple of days. So dresses are definitely selling really good right now. If you're not buying them, be on the lookout for them. Just try to get the current styles, I would say, and, you know, good, desirable brands. The first one I sold was a Free People yellow marigold mini dress, and this was in a size large, and it sold for $26 in a day. I sold the Zara 80s acid wash denim mini dress. This sold for $31 within a day. Next was an Anthropologie tiny gold sequin v-neck blouse. I've had this for maybe 5 to 6 months, and it sold for $13. I sold this Torrid purple grape flannel moto jacket in a size 2X, and this sold for $20. Next was a pair of Merrell. They were the Moab 2 Dusty Olive outdoor boots. They were in a size 6.5, and they sold for $30. Next was a bra I just picked up recently, which I figured would sell pretty quick. It was pink Victoria's Secret. It had a camo pattern. It was in like new condition, and it was a push-up style, and it sold for $25, which was my full asking price. Next is a pair of men's J. Crew sandals, and they came from a thredUP rescue box, and they had like little tennis rackets all over them, and they sold for $20. And this is another item, I think, from a Men's ThredUp Rescue Box. It was a new Polo Ralph Lauren purple solid golf shirt, and that sold for $28. Next was a pair of Fabletics black layered running shorts. These were in a size extra, extra large, I believe. They didn't have the rip tag, but I did measure them, and I put all of that information in the description. And they sold for my full asking price of $25. Next was this new ModCloth dress. This dress got tons of attention on all of the platforms. I think it had over 70 likes on Poshmark. I started it at 50, but it didn't sell for months and months and months, and it went down to $28, and finally someone bought it. I feel like ModCloth is really cute, and people really like it, but I can't seem to sell it for very much, but that's okay. I mean, I still made a good profit on it. Here's another dress that sold very quickly that I picked up recently. It was a Sundance red Zura cotton silk dress in a size medium, and this sold for $30. Next was this Lafayette 148 cream duster cardigan in a size extra, extra large, and this sold for me for $61. I sold this men's Lululemon Swiftly Tech blue red ombre tee. This came to me in a Men's ThredUp Rescue Box in a size small, and it sold for $30. This was a pair of shoes that came in a Shoe ThredUp Rescue Box. The brand was Angelo Bervicado, maybe. Tan leather wedge. I've never heard of them, but the retail looked pretty high, and they sold for $27. So this vintage Pacific Connections swimwear one piece. I had this for a while thinking I would try vintage swimwear. It didn't work out very good. I had this for a really long time. So I sold it for 10 bucks. And then I sold these pair of Vionic green blue neon python sneakers in a size 10, and these sold for $34. Next was a new 7 for All Mankind purple silk blend wrap top. So this retailed for well over $100, but it sat for a really long time, and it sold for $22. So, you know, just because something retails for a lot does not mean it's going to sell for a lot. Next was a 3-piece bundle. This person just went ahead and bought this outright with the discount that I already have, which I'm not quite sure what that is. I think it's maybe, I don't know if it's 10% on 3 or 20% on 3. I feel like 20. Anyway, it was a pair of UGG Croquette gray shearling slip-on slippers in a size 8, UGG black suede pixley block heel boots, and a new with tags Lawrence Kazar silk beaded dress. They bought all of these for a bundle price of $106. My earnings were $76.32. This was another thing that I found with all of those dresses, but it was actually a jumpsuit. It was a Free People Beach white Rose Bowl jumpsuit. It got tons of attention, lots of lower offers right away. It sold for $42. And yeah, so that was great. And then I sold these Veronica Beard Macy Vanchetta stitch sandals. I got these off a Nordstrom Rack sale one time for I think $25 or so. And I sold those for $75. Next, I sold these Robert Graham brown casual shorts. These were in a size 40, and they sold for $31. I sold this Nike black, white, all over print short sleeve crop t-shirt. This was in a size extra small, and it sold for $22. Next was a Chaser navy blue Born in the USA 4th of July tank in a size small. This sold for $12. I sold this ModCloth Princess Highway floral midi dress. This I just picked up recently. I found out when I got home it was missing the dress, so I listed it. I'm an idiot. It was missing the belt, so I listed it lower for about $24, and someone offered me $20, which was great. So I went ahead and took that. And then I sold this Cabby navy blue orange blossom floral tank top. I've sold this a couple times before. This design, for some reason, always sells really well, and it sold for $25. And then the last thing I sold were these Lululemon black drawstring track pants. These were men's. I could not find the style name. I put things up on Poshmark groups, Instagram groups, and people kept trying to tell me how to read the numbers around the dot, which I was, but it wasn't bringing up anything. So I just did my best with keywords, and they still sold for $45. So those were my Poshmark sales. I'm really happy that things are picking up. My pending balance is back up kind of closer to where it normally is. It was kind of like around $400 or $500 for a little while, which for me, that's pretty low. So I'm glad that that is picking back up. If you are liking this video, please hit the thumbs up button down below for me. It really does help out my channel. On Mercari, the first thing I sold was this Kate Spade pink flower sweater. It had a cashmere blend. I just picked this up recently. I knew it would sell quickly, and it sold for $30. And then I sold this Soft Surroundings chambray shirt dress. This was another dress that I picked up that sold within a day, and this one sold for $28. I sold this Torrid black white chalice shirt dress. This also sold within a day for $35. And then I sold these Dolce Vita black open heels. These were from a ThredUp shoe rescue box, and these sold for $16. That's with free shipping, so you know I'm not making much money on those. I sold this vintage tan deer chunky knit sweater. It was just kind of a really funny sweater. I don't know. I couldn't leave it behind, and that sold for $27. I sold these Under Armour gray Flyby 2.0 shorts. I actually got these for myself. They were in a size medium, but they were kind of tight on me. And I think they were just small because I know I'm not gaining weight. So I think they were just kind of small. But anyway, I don't like my shorts to be super tight. And they sold for $20 within a day. Next was the Ivory Ella animal short sleeve t-shirt. Usually Ivory Ella kind of has the elephant logo. This one had a little elephant with some dogs. It was just a cute basic little t-shirt. So I sold that for $19, and that also sold within a day. The last thing on Mercari was an Athleta red Downalicious red puffer vest. That's a really weird name, but that's what it was called. Just picked this up Wednesday, and I sold it this morning. And I sold it for $36. So almost all of these sales on Mercari, or a lot of them, were like really quick sales, which is always super nice. Okay, so let's go on to eBay last. eBay, the first thing I sold was a new Free People Sea Green Malibu thermal top. I just realized that I spelled C like S-E-E, not S-E-A. I do talk text with all of my listings. I just go in a room by myself, turn on to YouTube. It goes a lot faster when I can talk text stuff, so sometimes that happens. This was through the International Global Shipping Program, which is great, and it sold for $40. Next is a pair of Polo men's Ralph Lauren pants. These were in a green color. These came to me in a men's ThredUp rescue box, and these sold for $20. I sold this Anthropologie Meadow Rue navy blue short sleeve top. This sold for $15. Next was a Cacique bra. I think that's how you say it. Correct me if I'm wrong. This was a lightly lined full coverage bra in a size 42I, and that sold for $20. I sold this Anthropologie Maeve Lincoln short sleeve midi dress. I actually wore this to church on Easter. It was really cute. I almost thought about keeping it, but I just kept it up for sale, and it sold for $20. I sold this swimsuit really quickly. It was a Land's End new black ruched plus size one-piece swimsuit. It wasn't a size 18, and it sold for $27. I sold these new Fry Billy studded Western boots. These I also got, I think this one was a Marshall's clearance sale, but I got it online. They were doing like some of their sales online. And I think I paid $20 for them, and I sold them for $80. Next is a pair of Under Armour women's play twist up jogger pants. These were in a size extra large. These got tons of attention right away, and they sold pretty quickly for $25. Next was an Athleta green sundown pullover casual sweatshirt. This sold for me within a day for my full asking price of $30.88. I sold these Fabletics tie-dye crop yoga leggings. These were in a size extra large, and these sold for $22. Next was another Athleta green open back tank top. This was in a size small, and this sold for my full asking price of $22.88. I sold this Lululemon white scoop neck long sleeve top in a size 4. This sold for $22. And then I had these Flying Monkey women's black high-rise denim casual jeans in a size 24. Those sold for $24. Next is a pair of Athleta. I'm noticing that Athleta is selling really well for me on eBay. So these were the gray Chelsea cargo hiking outdoor pants. I picked up 2 of these at the same time in 2 different colors. The green one sold super quick on Marketplace. These ones sold within a week on on eBay. They were in a size 12 petite, and they sold for $25. Next was a pair of Fabletics mid-rise power hold leggings, yoga running small, all of the keywords, and it sold for $20. I sold these new Gap men's navy blue sweatpants. These came to me in a men's ThredUp rescue box, and these sold for $25.88, which was my full asking price. And then I sold these Vionic Viviana black leather slip-on comfort sandals. These were in a size 8 wide. I just picked these up the other day. They sold within a couple of days on eBay for $27. And then I sold this cool white juniper V-neck sleeveless top. This was in a size small, and this sold for $15. And the last thing I sold on eBay were these new J. Crew men's buttonfly selvage wheat jeans in a size 32. I think these came to me in a men's ThredUp rescue box, and they sold for my full asking price of $35.88. So those are my sales. I'm really glad I had a good sales week. Let me know below how your guys' sales were this past week. I think I've heard from a few other people watching videos and on Instagram and stuff, like starting in May, that it's picking up a little bit more for them. Maybe April was slow for a lot of us. I don't know. I'm going to get this video put up for you guys. I'm going to do some more cleaning around the house. I did some more painting yesterday. So keeping with the progress of getting it ready to sell. We're getting new carpet soon. I had a guy come measure yesterday and he said I have to move everything out of here except for the couches. So like literally like, I mean, all of my crap. Here's all, that's it. Yep, that's my life, a mess. The coat rack, all the bins. Like we even have like a weight bench, a Bowflex. And they're like, you have to move all of that. I'm like, ugh. So that's going to be fun. That'll be at the end of the month. But it'll be super nice to get new carpet down here. It'll look better in this because this carpet is like seriously ghetto. So anyway, thank you for staying with me. Again, please push the thumbs up button for this video. Hit the subscribe button down below with the little bell next to it. That way you can see any other videos that I put out. I hopefully will be having that men's ThredUp rescue box video for you next week, along with maybe another fun haul. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.